Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Bucks. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And I think for San Francisco, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And for San Francisco. Jose Alvarado is out there with Ellis. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Paul George. And it's Barnes in at the 4 spot. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Pass to Alvarado. Chamberlain against Lopez. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Shooting one.
Chamberlain no good on the free throw. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
George passes to Chamberlain. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez.
This is going to be a good game because the Milwaukee Bucks are far more inside-oriented defensively.
Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, their long-range artillery
and offensively
more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Time now to turn to our side.
Don't want to challenge Giannis. I brought that one back.
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with
I
the
thought about it.
Head coach. And we talked about the problems that Giannis poses.
Okay, we got a mismatch here.
There's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. guys.
Thank you, David. Trent gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Ellis. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Chamberlain down low. Lopez covering, and that one drops for him.
They're not double teaming Lopez. They got faith in him.
Got the strength to move Wilt off his spot.
They're gonna let him go one-on-one.
To challenge the shot at its point of release.
And it's Giannis.
Wilt intimidating Giannis.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite.
Good defense by Lillard on that one.
How tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Alvarado with it. Covered by Lillard.
Let him clear.
6 on the shot clock.
Got your ISO.
Here's Chamberlain. Goes back up.
Offensive
Another
rebound.
shot. And no good. Had a chance
Lopez.
to take the lead there.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
We got a battle.
Trent passes to Lillard. The kick out to Lopez.
Lopez.
And it's good.
Uh-oh.
Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Uh-oh.
Lopez has got 5 points so far.
And how about
Wilt got a problem tonight.
In his 30s, he added the three-point shot, which extends his career.
George, no good. Bucks leading by 3.
Wilt on Giannis.
Outside. Back to Giannis.
It's a mismatch. On the perimeter it is.
Here's Prince.
We'll give you that.
Lets it go from 14.
But not that, though.
And it's in there.
With defenders having to worry about the drive.
Team Wilt.
Pass. Antetokounmpo can usually find space.
First challenge in a long time.
Now, here is George. 3 points his last outing. No one covering.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Trent after the Warriors pick up 3. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Oh, what a play by Giannis right there. Back-to-back defensive plays by Wilt and Giannis.
Lillard surveying the D.
Man, this is a good game right now. Physical, just like I thought it would be.
Outside.
Mismatch. Give him the shot. Just give it to him.
Antetokounmpo slamming it down
Giannis.
there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Wow. That's all I can say about that one.
Outside. George. Ellis outside. No good on the triple.
And I
The
thought
combined strength of Lopez and Giannis are neutralizing Chamberlain on the glass right now.
Loose. Trent outside. Pass to Lillard.
It's a problem.
From deep three-point land. And
Oh.
recovery. Chamberlain.
What a block by
Out
Chamberlain.
of bounds. Milwaukee will
Damn.
receive possession. A second look to admire that
Oh.
outstanding block.
And that is a huge block.
Lopez came
How
hard,
close
yo,
this
man.
is.
Wilt
A
was right there to
stop
meet him, though.
that was right on point.
Good game. Physical. Leave it to Giannis Antetokounmpo to make the game
Trent on
physical.
the wing.
The one guy in the NBA who can defend to make the game physical.
Tries again. Great defense that time from Ellis.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also doing it.
Barnes did
Does
not.
the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
Finish
It
the
could
dunk.
be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of the team. That's what it's all
This team's
about.
number one
Shot
fast-breaking
here,
team on the season right now, so
structural players.
might have to depend on that because Brook Lopez and Giannis right now are doing a good job on Wilt, their combined defense. It's similar to the Michael Jordan series. Go back and watch my Jordan series. The team that gave Jordan the most problems defensively was Milwaukee
No good on the free
at the
throw.
basket. They're the only team that could actually stop Jordan at the basket multiple times.
And he's good on the second.
So we're seeing the same thing here.
Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
However, they had Middleton in the Jordan series. Here's Middleton's with Washington at this point.
Back to Lillard. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Man.
On the call with the foul.
I tell you, Brook Lopez and Wilt Chamberlain are getting to know each other tonight. They're going to be good, close friends after this game. Because, man, these two, like 2 Brahma Bulls down there banging, man. Lopez has the size. He has the size to go down there with Chamberlain. As does Giannis.
He's off on the first.
And the leadership Lopez gives.
This is interesting.
Really important. He's someone his younger teammates look up to.
And he sinks the second.
But in addition to having the size, Lopez can stretch Wilt at the 3-point line. So it might be better to go ahead and just put Wilt on Giannis.
No scoring in this one.
You know Giannis is going to be a good 3-point shooter. I might do that later in the game.
Chamberlain.
Good D by Lopez.
You don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nice feed inside.
We got a ball game, y'all.
Hit him right when he needed to.
It's on now. It is on.
Take their first time out here.
Milwaukee ain't no punks.
11 magnificent years.
But not double teaming.
Arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star.
And Wilt Chamberlain's getting tired already.
Always be a legend in the Rose City.
Let's go Twin Towers. We're going to go Twin Towers. We'll put Chamberlain at the power forward. We'll bring in Steven Adams. Call Will Pope. We'll bring in Lonzo, and I'll keep Paul George out there.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Adams, he's checked in for Barnes. Caldwell Pope comes in for Ellis. And Ball subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Adams.
So now it will be Giannis guarding Wilt Chamberlain now.
Now, here is Chamberlain.
They're not doubling.
That one's
Giannis,
just his third make.
not successful on the first attempt.
In this game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Lillard against Ball. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound in this one. San Francisco passing it around. Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
I'm gonna give him all the jumpers he wants.
Pass to Prince.
We're gonna concede the jumper to Giannis with Wilt Chamberlain guarding him.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going.
Oh, goaltending.
Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Now, here's Ball. Scoreless thus far. Here's Chamberlain. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Lopez. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Prince. And it's DeLon right in for Trent.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Pass to Chamberlain. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Here's Green. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Caldwell Pope finds George. Out to the right wing. Chamberlain down low. Working on Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Chamberlain got 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Now here's Wright. Chamberlain brings the double team. Wright, the pass to Kuzma. Ball against Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Green with a screen on ball. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Caldwell Pope outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Adams. And here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Over to the left wing. Here's Kuzma. The Warriors pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Stolen by Ball. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And stolen by Wright. Outside, Green. The kick out to Wright. Lillard against George. Kuzma outside. Good on the three-point shot. Kuzma's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
George up top. Pass to Chamberlain. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. He's got 12.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. San Francisco trails by 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
What is going on right now?
And some changes here for the Warriors. Harrison
Milwaukee Bucks have come to play tonight.
Ellis comes in for
no question about it.
Caldwell Pope. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Lonzo Ball. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Kuzma against George. Kuzma with it. From the arc. The shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Wright is out there with Green, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Thompson into the lane. Outside ball. Barnes finds Ellis. And here's Chamberlain. Covered by Giannis. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Chamberlain.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Right, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels.
What we're seeing here is that this is the first team we played all season long that's trying to use mid-range as well as the three-point line. They're not just selling for three-point shots.
Thompson makes it look so easy.
And on top of that, too, they got the manpower to deal with Chamberlain somewhat with Lopez and Giannis.
They kick it out to Green. And
they actually have some muscle up front.
Green's got himself on the board with 3.
They still can't guard him, but at least they have the size to at least somewhat provide some resistance.
He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because...
And more importantly on the glass. Oh, look at Giannis get up the court.
After the missed 3 from
man, Giannis was out. Man, he was gone, man.
What are 1 or 2 of the
man, that dude was like the speed force.
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be
like the Flash.
Tactically, I mean, that's huge.
What's that comic book called? The Flashpoint Paradox?
Motivate and unify a locker room. That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible...
Right now they have Bobby Portis, I believe, guarding Chamberlain.
Simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
So I expect double teams to start coming pretty soon here.
Checked in, and both free throws good.
Start going back into him. Should get some open shots for guys.
San Francisco trails by 5.
Some set shots.
Ball surveying the defense. Thompson outside.
Like that.
Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And even with that turnover,
good defense by Klay Thompson.
They've done an outstanding job not being reckless and playing under control.
Outside Ball. Here's Chamberlain. Great D that time from Portis. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo not taking no for an answer tonight.
Why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Giannis. Thompson for the triple. The shot misses.
Chamberlain off the glass. They're boxing out Chamberlain.
Inside.
Giannis down low now. Chamberlain gets back to defend.
Thompson outside.
All right, let's change our offense up a little bit here because Milwaukee's kind of settling in and stopping our sets now. They're reading our defense pretty well, our offense pretty well, rather.
Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Chamberlain, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Man.
Chamberlain got 4 this quarter.
And one of the most prolific scorers.
Working hard tonight.
You'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now,
here comes Giannis.
Antetokounmpo. Last game he had 12. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Outlet pass to Buddy Hield. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
Green against Teal. Pass the ball.
Here's Clay.
Thompson outside.
Open off the screen.
It's good.
Catch and
He
shoot.
assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Here comes Giannis. He got a one-on-one. He's going baseline. Can Chamberlain get there? Yes, he can.
They kick it out to Green.
Chamberlain just defended the
No good.
Bro, that was insane. Chamberlain just defended the paint and the three-point line all in one motion. Giannis is coming. Chamberlain leaves his man, gets over here to defend Giannis at the basket, makes him miss. Then runs out here. Oh, I thought he got out there fast enough. I was about to say from that angle, like he got out there fast enough to defend the three-point shot. Crazy.
That time either. Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second.
Giannis!
5 for 9.
Giannis! This is a war.
To the middle. A moment now to see how the schedule
Man.
is for Milwaukee.
Back and forth.
On Thursday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers.
Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I have to be honest. You have to pick one guy in the NBA that would have a chance against Chamberlain. It would be Giannis. Out of all the guys in the NBA, if I had to pick one guy, it'd be him. And we're seeing it. I got no problems with him. This is legit. I got no problems with what I'm seeing here.
Over the next stretch of games.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trent subbed in for DeLon Wright. And Portis drains both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay for the line.
Team Chamberlain, their biggest challenge of the season.
It's hauled in by Trent.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that.
Looking for Giannis.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Lopez open.
Now here's Green.
They missed him.
He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
Chamberlain on the glass. Hands off the ball.
San Francisco has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since
Milwaukee
the start
gets
of the
back.
second quarter.
Play cut.
Outside ball. On the wing, Hield.
Buddy Hield dancing.
Pass to Chamberlain. Over Lopez.
Off the glass. Nope. Ah, he got it.
Chamberlain.
Off the rim.
Chamberlain got 18.
I was trying to go glass.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the
Bucks have come to play, bro. This is
Trent kicks to Portis.
watch out for Brook Lopez.
Good D by Barnes. For San Francisco, they've gone
Ball got lane.
so far from the field here in the second quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Lots of quick moves inside by
Ball. Outlet pass from Chamberlain. Let that happen.
For the score.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Antetokounmpo.
Oh, boy, it's a problem right here. Who you defend?
For Giannis.
Here comes Giannis.
Wow, Giannis with
Right
strong
over
finishing
Chamberlain.
Every aspect of Giannis'
Damn.
game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Buddy Hield off the screen from Chamberlain.
A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Trent passes to Lopez. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Barnes against Portis.
Chamberlain.
Here's Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Back up.
Against the world out here, man.
D that time from
They
Portis.
all over him, man.
It's not there right now with this.
I think he's tired, too. Remember I was saying,
other areas of the game.
the cardio aspect of the NBA is not affected because the transition is much more strenuous now. So even though he played every single minute back in '62, he didn't run as much. Like it's hard to play long minutes
Free throw drops for Green. The Bucks making a switch here.
and be physical and run and get back every time. Especially over 82 games. Especially the way Milwaukee's playing them.
The start of the second quarter. Stolen
Oh, good defense.
And now ball
Oh, don't even challenge it. Give it up.
back to stop him.
And he still defended it. God damn, Giannis.
And Giannis
He's so good.
will Bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
He gave up that time.
They'll be off the
Chamberlain
board,
running.
taking on the Trailblazers. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for San Francisco.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. Chamberlain down low. Antetokounmpo defending. 4 on the clock. Chamberlain, no luck. The Bucks trail. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Giannis. It's just
the defense. Giannis flexing.
Defending Chamberlain in the post.
The Bucks have made
getting the rebound.
7 attempts at the line in this one.
Making a beeline to baskets and gets fouled.
For them on the season thus far.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Problems. That's all I can say.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Ball, the pass to Hill. Barnes with it. Lopez covering.
Here's Buddy Hield. No, they played it well.
Thompson, a screen on Lillard.
All the way.
Ball. Hits
Got it.
On the way in, and the bucket.
Good mid-range screen set by Klay Thompson.
4 points now in the quarter.
Such an easy shot to miscalculate. Great confidence, though, out of Lonzo Ball.
I'm giving the 3-point up. I'm not going to let this get to the basket.
Dishes to Lopez.
I'll give you a 3.
And again,
I got to stop Giannis, man. If we don't stop Giannis, he'll get 50 on layups. I'll pick my poison. Here's Klay.
To Thompson.
Mid-range. Nope, not there.
Back to Ball. Field outside.
Back inside. No double team. You're on your own, Wilt. What you going to do?
And he overshot that.
Oh, he missed it.
And the defense was all over.
They're not double teaming. We ain't getting the same looks. And Giannis is just.
And if you're looking
wow.
to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis.
They're not double teaming, so we're not getting the same 3-point looks we usually get.
Barnes sets a screen for Ball.
Except for that. The only thing we can get is off-ball screens. We're not getting those double team kickouts. Because Milwaukee has decided, Wilt Chamberlain, you're going to score every point tonight. No more freebies.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge.
Taurean Prince.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry.
46-46 here in San Francisco, 1962.
There's another level Dave and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis,
baseline drive is there.
Thanks for the report.
Oh, he can't hit.
Shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Wilt is having all kind of problems tonight, man.
Taking 15 shots outside the arc.
Blocked again.
6 of 15. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Barnes finds Hill. Outside, Ball. Pass to Chamberlain.
Got to give it to Brook Lopez. He played good defense.
Over Lopez. Oh, and that one had
for the most part. For the most part, Brook Lopez has been effective, man. With the combination of Giannis and him working together on Chamberlain.
And I don't think they are winning without him.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision.
They've worn him down. Look at Chamberlain's energy. Remember, no matter what, Wilt doesn't come out. No matter what, the whole season. So no matter how bad it gets, he stays in there. That's the deal. Go with Jonathan Mogbo. Give us some energy off the bench.
So both teams making some changes here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Milwaukee. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
Milwaukee, in every single one of my series, Milwaukee has always played the best defensively, especially in my Jordan series. Like Jordan struggled so hard to score against them.
Keep them focused here during the season's final stage.
Around the basket.
Here on out is just about putting in the work.
And then having to guard Lillard, of course, is the problem.
Ready to compete and never giving less
good defense. Stopping those outlet passes.
Lillard outside. Connects from
Game
three-point
time.
range. Lillard's got 6.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Gets Ellis on the wing.
In the paint.
58 seconds left in the first half.
Lopez, good defense already. Wilt has to dribble it in from way out there.
Chamberlain down low. Lopez is there.
My
Chamberlain's shot
goodness.
is off. And stolen by
Mogbo
Chamberlain.
diving for the ball.
Now Alvarado. Still yet to score.
Paul George all the way.
That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just
Jonathan
so
Mogbo with a
and
great steal and then dive for the ball.
Nice take there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
They're winning the free throw battle right now too as well.
Like that.
That's the one thing you're noticing. They're guarding Chamberlain without fouling him too.
This one.
And they're not double teaming, which means we're not getting those easy 3-point shots that we usually get. Those spot up shots.
Free throw good.
Everybody else is double teamed the hell out of Chamberlain except for Milwaukee. They're playing him straight up. And you see the results. That's the smart way to play him. Let him get his. Now, having said that, not everybody has Brook Lopez and Giannis. Having said that, you know, they got a luxury to be able to do that.
And Portis drains both of them. San Francisco has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Alvarado. And here's Chamberlain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Brook Lopez doing a hell of a job. I got to give it to him.
For San Francisco, they've gone 1 of 3 at the line.
He's doing a great job on him. This is one-on-one on an island, man. After what we've seen Chamberlain do to everybody else, for him to play him like that is pretty impressive.
He misses the free throw.
Wilt's bugaboo. Free throws. I think it's the fatigue. That's what it really is. He's playing every minute of every game. It's having an effect.
Good on the second free throw. 5 seconds left to play here in the half. And a deep 3 from Lillard.
Oh, man, he almost made that. Jeez.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
51-51.
All right, David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, tthank you. And
Brook Lopez,
we'll be back
MVP of the game right now.
Quarter started.
For his defense on Chamberlain. And he's got 7 rebounds, too.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much. But right now, they're balling. The talent on display.
Might have to go to more of a motion offense and maybe try to get Wilt on the move. Instead of going to straight post-ups, I'm going to go to a motion offense and start getting Wilt on the move and try to catch him as he's moving into the paint.
Great interior scorers.
That way we'll take advantage of Wilt's superior foot speed.
And that is it for halftime,
Lopez.
folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the
Brook is
second
doing
half.
a really good job in the post. And they're not double teaming, so if we can get Wilt maybe moving laterally, create some opportunity, some quick easy dunks and things like that, or some relay passes.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Ellis. George is out there.
Oh, here we go. Oh, George went to the three-point line. Why? Go to the... He ran modern era mentality. Go for the layup, man. He went for the three-point shot. Oh, crap.
And it's Prince.
Take it. Might as well. You better get the rebound, Paul. Make up for that bad decision.
First bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
And there's a
pattern runs on a fast break. He runs to on a 2-on-1, goes to the three-point line. On a 2-on-1.
And
wow.
for San Francisco, Barnes out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Ellis.
Chamberlain again.
And it's Jose Alvarado. And it's George. And it's the free
Chamberlain trailing. Giannis.
What they've been doing down low in the post.
Here comes Chamberlain. Man, this is crazy. These two freakish athletes blocking everything out here, man.
Let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest.
Between Giannis and Chamberlain, man,
and enable
played basketball.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Trent, a screen on Barnes. Giannis drives in.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now...
Come on, Paul. All the way, Paul.
He's picked up by Lopez. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get
this is a fun game right here. It's physical as hell, too, man. God damn. Like a 90s game, isn't it?
very difficult to match up with.
Like Heat versus Knicks, 1998. Jeff Van Gundy and Pat Riley coaching. Jeez, man. Everything is contested. Everything is physical.
The first free throw is good.
And what I love about Paul George, the production year after year after year.
Going to a flow state offense. Try to get Chamberlain more on the move in the half court.
Just solid.
The straight post-ups aren't really. They're working, but we can get better. We can get better looks than that.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Ellis against Trent. From deep, Prince. Warriors with the rebound.
Outlet to George. Pull it back.
They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Outside, George. Pass to Chamberlain.
Good defense. Giannis.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's San Francisco.
He boxed him in. He ain't have a good look at it.
Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to George.
Here's Alvarado wide open.
A shot's good on the assist.
Man, he had time to set his feet, balance the checkbook,
in the game.
and call his girl. See what she was up to, man. Damn. He was wide open.
Offense has ground to a standstill.
Monster screen.
To end the run. The wide open look here for Lopez. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on
Damian Lillard. Getting physical with it, trying to impose himself on Alvarado on the rebounds. Trying to take advantage of the few guys in the NBA he's bigger than.
San Francisco lead by 7. Outside, George.
Here we go.
Ellis against Trent.
Handoff. Here comes Chamberlain out high. Sets it up for him. Pick and roll with Chamberlain.
Pocket 6.
Find him rolling baseline.
To Chamberlain.
Got it.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Man.
Chamberlain got the lead up to 9.
Even that play was an adventure. Jeez.
They've made 3 out of their first 4.
I got to give Milwaukee their credit. This is a good defensive team, man. Milwaukee's a good defensive team.
He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
That last play I just ran worked, but it was an adventure just to get that baseline cut that I was looking for.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Antetokounmpo.
Chamberlain with 25 and 22. Only 1 assist, though.
You can't let your
Only 1 assist
down.
for Chamberlain today.
He's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has
I don't know what that was by Lopez.
The shot's going to come off that rim.
Here comes George.
And the
one-on-one with Prince.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. Puts the move on. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It goes
he can take
on
Prince.
Torian Prince.
As crafty
even at this point in his
as they
career.
come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
Let's go ahead and bring in Laveria in. Now I'm going to bring in Mobo. Bring in back in Mogbo. Better athlete. Someone can stay with Giannis. I'm going to bring in Lonzo Ball as well. More size
First
against
free throw
Lillard.
is good.
Even though overall it's probably the better defender, the defensive player overall, especially when it comes to steals. Paul George.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bucks trail by 11. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. Trent outside.
San Francisco foul. Keon Ellis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. And just miss after miss right now.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. A 3-ball. That shot off.
Another miss from him. Struggling to find his rhythm.
George banked in off the glass. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential
Those outlet passes from Chamberlain, getting those fast breaks. That's one of the few times been able to run tonight.
Leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Back to Prince.
Watch the cut. Watch the cutter. Here it comes. There it is.
And there's the
3-second violation. How? I'm guarding. This is the modern era, guys. This is the stuff I'm talking about. You can't defend the basket. They're telling me that Wilt Chamberlain's in violation. I'm guarding Brook Lopez. How is that defensive 3 seconds? He's guarding Brook. You're telling me I got to get all the way out of the lane to give Brook Lopez an open shot at the basket. That's an artificial shift in your defense. That's what you want. Which, yeah, it goes without saying. It just bothers me. I hate that rule because Wilt's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm guarding my man. But I got to get out of the lane and do it, though. That's what the NBA wants. So you can never have a solidified defense. You always have that artificial shift in your defense every time down. That the offense didn't even earn. Defense should only shift when the offense makes it shift, not from an artificial rule that you put in to make the defense have to shift to give a superficial crack in your defense that the offense didn't even earn. That's wrong.
Lillard has all the talent in the world, but
needs to be abolished. Needs to be abolished. It's ruining NBA defense, if you ask me.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Lopez a screen. 5 on the clock.
I'll give you that.
It's good.
That's okay. We'll live with it. I'm protecting the basket.
6 assists now in the game. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up.
You beat me with Brook Lopez 3-pointers, you win this game.
They've only given up 3 points.
And the Wilt.
George passes to Chamberlain. Outside.
I got the ball. See if we can get it. Here comes Ellis. Good screen by Mogbo. Got him.
Beyond the arc.
Good screen by
Ellis has
Marco.
got the lead up to 13 now for San Francisco.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often.
Oh, my God.
And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, man. Wilt got there just
He is struggling so bad.
The nick of time.
Not looked comfortable all
Because he
game.
just cooked Lonzo Ball.
Outside, George.
Nothing there. Good
Kick out to
defense.
Ball. Pass to Ellis.
Bullet.
Fires the three.
Good defense by
Offensive rebound.
Oh man, Wilt
Hits the layup after the swing.
on the offensive glass.
The D. Chamberlain got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Trent passes to Lillard.
Lillard in the lane finds Lopez.
Lillard finds Lopez. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
Hey, Finesse Allen. Finesse, how you doing, man?
Here's Mobo.
Hope you're enjoying the content,
On the
man.
board. Outside, Ball. Back to Chamberlain.
Check for the synopsis of what's going on with this series. Check out my my playlist
Outside, Ball.
so you can understand how the series
Pass to
works.
Chamberlain.
But I appreciate you. Got
Over
a tough
Lopez.
fadeaway coming here off the glass. Can't get it.
Chamberlain's shot is off.
Oh man.
Ball against Lillard.
Oh my God.
It's
Wilt.
deflected.
Oh, the weak side help.
Able to retain possession here.
Wow.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Prince.
Right, Finesse, I appreciate you. I just want you to understand, yeah, what I'm doing here, and I've done this with Michael Jordan, Bird, Magic, Kobe. What I do is I take players and I put them in the modern era, and I build teams around them with expansion draft players,
on it, but just can't quite come up.
but with certain rules being that they can only have one player above 85 overall, and everybody else after that has to be an 80 underneath, and let them go through the season and then just showcase how it would look strategically, how it would look both negatively and positively
And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
in the NBA.
Here's
So,
the Warriors with the ball. They're on an 18-3 run. Outside, Ball.
full games are on my
Here's
channel,
George.
on playlist with Larry Bird, Magic, Jordan, Kobe,
Here's the screen.
Wilt, as you know, he's seeing it right now.
Shot clock at 6.
Here comes Jim, and we got an open shot from 2.
That ball
Got it.
nice lead that time from Jordan. Ellis has got his third basket
Yeah.
of the night.
Appreciate you, man. All the playlists will have the readout on how everything works. I had to come up with a better way of explaining all this so people can figure it out when they come in. Because right now we got a pretty good game going here.
Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right.
I'm no
inside.
expert. Thanks, man. Hope you're enjoying it, brother.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter.
I'm going to start a John Stockton series pretty soon here. 'Cause I want to showcase John Stockton in the pick and roll in the modern era because, as we all know, the pick and roll is such a great weapon in today's game. And I feel John Stockton's the greatest pick and roll player of all time.
Chamberlain down low. Lopez.
I want to see how he would look with a three-pointer. A three-point shooting big man to play with.
Chamberlain against Lopez.
So I was maybe thinking about doing it with maybe
Shot is off.
bringing back what it would look like with John Stockton and Dirk Nowitzki in the modern era if they played together. What it would look
Trent
like.
kicks to Lillard. Giannis outside.
Oh my God, Giannis.
In the corner.
Giannis is so dangerous.
It's off from
You
three-point range.
almost have to get the 3 off.
Warriors
You have to get the 3-point up
7-11, a lucky field goal
with him.
percentage here in the third.
And just live with it.
Francisco
If they make it,
passing
because he's
around.
going to score
Back to Ball.
if he gets inside with good momentum. I don't like this look. Let's get Wilt deeper.
Pass to Chamberlain.
Yeah, I agree.
The fader.
Ah, man.
By the Bucks. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but great
Here comes-
he's developed as a passer.
Good stuff by Kuzma.
And Kevin,
Also, keep in mind, Wilt Chamberlain in this
Kuzma
series,
wasn't called on.
just like in 1962, he plays every single minute in this series.
In the orchestrating for his teammates.
Ball, the bounce pass.
Unlike my Jordan series and Bird and all that, they all think they get to sit out.
Chamberlain against
Wilt
Lopez.
never comes out.
Looking to get it going. And
No
there
matter
are two
what.
free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just like he
Problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
But right now, Milwaukee's offense is bogged down. Now, keep in mind, This team that I have built around Wilt Chamberlain, it's full of 3-and-D players. Because I feel, in my opinion, what you would need to take a team, if you had Wilt Chamberlain in his prime and you took him in today's game, if you wanted to try to be successful with them, you need 3-and-D players in the modern era for Wilt. Guys who can defend on their own and usher them to Wilt Chamberlain for shot blocking and shot intimidation. But you also need guys who can shoot the three, because Wilt's going to get double teamed like nobody's business. And they're going to get a lot of spot-up shots. And in today's game, as we all know, this is the best three-point shooting area we've ever seen. We got even the most average guy today shoots around 35%. Defenders that can get open shots, exactly. That's what you would need for Wilt Chamberlain. It's similar to what remember, if you guys can remember what Olajuwon had in '94 when they had their great run, go look at that team. It's similar to what I built here with Wilt, with the exception that I don't have an Otis Thorpe. I have I have Harris and Barnes playing as my power forward. I also have Buddy Hield, I have Kolek, and I have Max. I also brought in Steven Adams for those times that you want to give that twin tower look. I can, because of Wilt's athleticism, I can slide Wilt to the power forward and bring Steven Adams in to give you that twin tower look if you want to play that in small spurts. So I thought I threw him on the team as well, just because you just never know. You run into a team like Ori, Maxwell, Cassell. We all know Kenny Smith, of course. We all love Kenny Smith. He was there. All those three-point shooters, they were the first team to really do that, to put a bunch of three-point shooters around a dominant low-post big man and watch the mayhem ensue. Because it was mayhem trying to guard them. You either double-team Olajuwon, you give up a big three, or you stay solid and Olajuwon kills you. That was the headache in the mid-'90s with him. Like, how do you defend that? You don't. That's why they won. That's why they went back to back. I'm one of the people. I believe they could have beat Chicago. The Houston Rockets could have beat Chicago. That's neither here nor there. Let's go on with this game. Because I don't want to get into it. I'll go on a tangent, guys. I don't want to go on a tangent. I want to respect your guys' time. I just thank you guys for tuning in and sharing, and go ahead and give it a like and subscribe and notification. But all that YouTube crap that they all say. I hate saying that stuff because it sounds disingenuous, but I want you guys to tune in because you like the channel, because I'm telling you to. Tune in because you like what you're seeing. But yeah, that's the roster I have there, guys. Yeah. Thanks, Finesse. Yeah. And remember, this is all from expansion players. These are players that the NBA, during the expansion draft, man, you can check out my expansion draft video in the Wilt Chamberlain series, where I do the entire roster breakdown of how this team was put together and why I picked every single player. Again, it's about building it around exactly. And Hield is your wild card shooter. Exactly. Buddy Hield's your wild card shooter. He's the guy that's not a lockdown 3-and-D guy. Everybody else is 3-and-D for the most part.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, they're outstanding.
That's exactly what you would need with Wilt. Guys who can move outside the ball, who can guard their man, and usher them to Wilt for shot blocking and intimidation. That's what you would need.
He's checked in for Ellis. Milwaukee also making some.
You don't need a creator necessarily.
For Brook Lopez. And it's Green and for Giannis.
You don't need a maestro point guard. I think that would be detrimental.
Offensively to lift them out of this.
Like an old school Chris Paul or a John Stockton or someone like that. That would just get in the way of the offense.
Alvarado with it.
You need guys that can move out the ball. You don't need to have the ball to score. Who can live off Wilt Chamberlain's garbage.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Portis.
And who can get back defensively and hopefully get back to defend that layup.
That makes it just a single.
Oh man.
Lillard's
good play.
Points.
Let's just say this hasn't been.
Oh, we're not gonna let that off the hook.
Yeah, he's shooting 20% of it so far.
Here they come. No double team.
Chamberlain down low. Working on Portis.
No double team.
The shot's good by Chamberlain.
Yep. Open shot or dump it off to Wilt. Or use cutters off Wilt Chamberlain's monster screens that he sets. Because Wilt sets monster screens.
Here's Portis. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
Oh, man. Here we go. Here it is right here. Missed him on that cut right there. I missed Buddy Hield on that cut right there. There's a second chance for it right here.
Pass to Hield for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 8 here tonight.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try to maintain this lead because I don't want the game to get close again. Because
Portis for 3. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Kick it out.
San Francisco leading by 11.
Buddy Hield on the edge. Wilt Chamberlain should come in field here. Screen for Alvarado. Now here comes
Here's Pope.
Wilt up high. Lob it off.
And it's Alvarado in the
No, I wanted to go to Wilt. Wrong button. That's on me, wrong button. It was there though. Just hit the wrong button.
Lillard with no one around. Gets the
oh man. Jeez Louise.
Lillard's got 5 points now in the
God, Lillard is clutch.
And a chance to
Lillard's the type of guy that he hits those shots to get you back in games. Everybody always talk about game-winning shots. He's the type of guy that hits shots that get you back in the game.
For themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they
Wilt into the paint.
Outrunning their opponent the entire game. And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score.
Hard drop step. No weak side help in the modern era. No shot blockers. They're playing small ball. No weak side shot blocker.
Here is Lillard.
No Mutombos here.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw.
No Mutombos. No Theo Ratliffs. No Kevin Willis's.
That's a very avoidable turnover.
Exactly. If you watch the series though, up in this analyzer, Milwaukee's the first team to not double team. They're playing him straight up. The first team we've seen all season do it, which is interesting. They'll let them go.
Chamberlain down low.
Yes, they do. I'm no Golden State exists. Yes, Golden State exists. I'm no expert. This is San Francisco Warriors of 1962 that I'm using. The team that Wilt actually played on in that time period.
Lillard on top.
So Steph and Butler are here. They're doing well. Actually, they're the number 2 team in the Western Conference right now, behind San Francisco.
To get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Good block right there, weak side. I tell you one thing, when Giannis gets back in here, all hell's going to break loose. He's going to try to take the game over. I know he is.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what
Giannis going to try to take this game over.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like
in my Jordan series, Milwaukee played Michael so good around the basket. By far the best defense I played in that series. Oh, Pope wide open off that screen. Wilt, another offensive rebound. Wilt, another offensive rebound. Just, oh my goodness. Why aren't they talking about this? What you mean, who, Kenny Hamilton? Who is they? You mean people in general?
And so it's Milwaukee with it.
Get some Gatorade, he's thirsty. Yeah.
Right side out of the Kumbo, and the shot goes
Wilt doesn't come out, bro. He plays every minute, just like he did in 62. 1962.
Unguardable.
Now here's Hield. Caldwell Pope on the wing.
Good screen by Wilt. Good screen by Wilt.
And the Warriors lead by 15.
Wilt set some monster screens, man. His screens are insane on here.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down.
With his $40,000, I was expecting to play 50 minutes. Kenny Hamilton.
To stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often.
Hey, man, inflation's a mother. $40,000 back in 1962. That's like $400,000 a day, bro. You're taking care of your entire family. Generational money with that back then, man. 1962 money, Jesus Christ. 40 grand, take care of your whole entire extended family with that.
Kuzma outside.
Watch the help. Wilt, God, couldn't get there in time.
10 shots and made 7 of them.
And this is what Kuzma can do when he's
all right, let's change our offense up. Let's go to
getting him the opportunity.
We're going to get inside, and we're going to run. We're going to run a 4-in out and bring Wilt up out. We're going to start up top, and we'll bring him out high. There he is. Looking for it, looking for it.
Out to the wing.
Got the one-on-one we wanted. Baseline.
Here's Chamberlain. And
got it.
Francisco tacks on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task.
Watch out for Portis.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter
Damn,
if
he beat
the
us.
score is tied or they are up big. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Alvarado with it. Caldwell Pope outside.
Pope.
Pass to Laravia.
Unguardable turnaround, exactly, on that baseline.
Chamberlain with
Wilt
a
again.
On Giannis. San Francisco needs to get a shot off.
Come on, Wilt. Oh, my God, that was clutch.
Chamberlain got 40 points.
He's taking the game over. Chamberlain with 40 and 30, but only 1 assist, though. Because they're not double-teaming him. Usually he had more assists than this.
He can sense that they're reeling, and he's
Caldwell Pope, good defense.
on the pedal.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive.
Caldwell Pope, good defense. He fouled him. That was still good defense.
Makes the D react.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time.
That's that modern era ticky-tack call. That was good. That shouldn't have been a foul, in my opinion. That was good defense.
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Right.
Making a switch here.
Right what he just said. That's the truth right there. Richard Jefferson. What he just said. Growth of the game. That's what matters.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma,
there is no
so well-rounded.
superior style.
A bit of everything on
it's
the
about
floor.
pluses and minuses and who's doing what at what time.
Heel kicks to Caldwell Pope.
Triangle offense right here. Old school. Triangle offense.
Alvarado hands it from down to.
Let me show that one to y'all. We just went triangle offense right there. That was a freelance play right there. Triangle offense right here. Chicago. Shout out Phil Jackson, Tex Winter. There's your triangle. Scissor cut. Top side. We had 2-way go. Baseline or top. I chose baseline. Bam.
And the Warriors lead by 17.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Right. Gary Trent was on. They finally double teamed. Yeah. They were doing a good job at first, but Wilt, God, got dunked on for his trouble. But again, let me show this till we go ahead and give them some love. This is what I love about this series because it showcases we just saw on the offensive end was the good thing about Wilt. This is the bad thing. Because we're playing in the NBA now with all these great shooters. Remember, in 1962, Wilt never had this kind of responsibility. Look how open the lane is. This top side spread offense, you never had this in 62. So now he has to guard Bobby Portis, who's a pretty accomplished three-point shooter. This is going to leave him wide open for a backdoor cut. Now, Wilt can still get there, but it's difference. It's a big difference between being there and having to get there, especially when it's number 34 in green and white doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bad thing. In today's game, Wilt would have to be that's tough. He can still get there with his great speed and his length, but man, you didn't have these problems back in 1962. There were no stretch fives. There was no three-point line. Exactly. That's where I think the difference would be.
Maybe the most bankable
where you can really take advantage of Wilt Chamberlain's desire to want to protect the basket every 5 seconds. You can really take advantage of that strategically. But the bad thing is when you play small ball.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Even when you build a wall, he's going to be a threat to get to the basket and compromise your defense. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh, he missed that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's the fatigue. That's what it is. He's tired.
It's on Bobby
It's the
Portis.
fatigue. But you saw how easy he just takes position from these smaller guys.
Taking 2 shots.
When Brook Lopez was in there, Brook Lopez is what, 265? 7 feet tall? He can bang with Chamberlain. But you put Bobby Portis in there, or even Giannis, it's just such an overwhelming situation, bro.
The free throw good from Chamberlain.
But having said that, look at the score.
Second free throw.
And Wilt has 41 points and 31 rebounds. And this is by far the best defense I've seen played on Chamberlain, by far. So in this series. Coming to help. I'll give you that.
Off target from outside.
See? You got to be able to get consistent, too. You can't rely on three-point shots every time. Both those guys were 4s in Wilt's era. Exactly. 4s. Baseline, too big.
Shoots from the right block.
Leaner, he couldn't dunk. I couldn't even go for the dunk. He's too tired to dunk. I couldn't even go for the dunk.
Puts it up from 15. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And we've seen Giannis,
he was too tired to dunk.
His scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
Pass to Hield. Caldwell Pope on the
Swing
wing.
it.
Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there.
Here's Hield open.
Hield outside. Kept the line.
Oh my God!
And the Warriors.
Rexington strong style. Shut up. I can't dunk. Shut up, Rex. Wilt must have. Hey, Wilt took it. Hey, Wilt did Michael Jordan. He took it personal. Wilt took it personal. He must have hurt me. He pulled a Jordan. Took it personal. Oh my. Rebound, Wilt.
Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Man, that dunk by Chamberlain was crazy.
Pass to Laravia.
Oh my goodness!
Chamberlain got 45 points.
Bro,
you can just see
that drop step was next level, man.
You see how
he covered like 50 yards of distance.
With his teammates.
Here comes Giannis.
And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And the footwork too.
This right there, it's why teams try to avoid.
There's one thing to be athletic, but the footwork too, the grace.
Chamberlain with a screen on Kuzma. To the paint. It's deflected. And it's Chamberlain.
Oh, that looks just like Wilt Chamberlain right there.
And this is how you want to come out.
Look at that. That's a classic Chamberlain dunk.
Well, I credit some
Magic Dwight looked like that.
They are attacking.
No, he was. Dwight Howard was good. He was never that. He was never that graceful with his footwork though. Not like that.
Get some momentum.
Here's Giannis. No good.
Wilt shutting it down now.
Going his way in this half offensively.
Shutting that lane down. 20-point game.
Pass to Laravia.
In the Chamberlain.
Chamberlain against Giannis.
Here's your cutters. Here's your one-on-one with Giannis.
Chamberlain down low.
Up and under.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Even Giannis can't guard him. Even Giannis can't guard him, man.
Richard, the NBA to the other.
He tired as hell, though. You can see it.
The NBA
He tired as hell.
League that focuses on global expansion more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players,
but playing every minute in 1962 ain't the same as today. I think in Wilt's day it would be more about could you take the pounding and the physical contact. Today, Doc might as well empty the bench. Yeah.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, it's over now.
Some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis.
The game was close earlier, but Wilt just wore him down.
Kuzma, and Lillard subbed in for Green.
And our strat, we weren't taking quick shots either. That hurts. See, this team, the way we play, we don't take quick shots. In today's era, when you don't do that, it hurts people's offense.
From the line.
Like you can stop somebody's offense today just by slowing the ball down. That in itself can be a good defense for you.
Outside, Antetokounmpo.
Oh, my goodness.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Here comes Wilt up high.
Chamberlain with a screen on.
There's your roll. I don't see it, though. Not taking it. Swing it.
San Francisco passing it around.
All right, got to go one-on-one here.
Here's Laravia.
Predictably gets blocked.
Lopez really improved.
Here comes Wilt. Can he get there?
Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes.
Man, Giannis is a load, man.
Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half. And so it's San Francisco with it.
Go ahead and bring in Kolek. Bring back in Ellis. Let's get Klay Thompson some burn, and we'll bring in Paul George up front.
On the wing, Hield. Pass to Chamberlain.
Got him. Nice cut, and oh, but good block. Oh, good block. Nice baseline cut off that post entry by Laravia, but Giannis is just great. That's just a great play. We had him beat, but Giannis is just a great player. Great defensive player. Beautiful pass, beautiful cut, but better defense.
Bucks trail by 17. Now Trent. He's guarded by Ellis.
Oh no. Here comes Giannis.
George against
Giannis. Not this time.
Go. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
Man, Giannis is a headache, man. God,
on the wing, Ellis. Pass to Chamberlain.
I fear him far more because of the foul trouble he causes.
George looking around.
The double teaming he causes.
Ellis, the pass to Chamberlain. The turnaround. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And the transition problems he causes too as well.
They get a hand on it.
Here's Kolek. We got Wilt.
Moving it up.
Wilt.
Connects again.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point
50 points.
As he continues to be
50 and 36.
This season.
This performance, GA.
That's about what he averaged in 1962, y'all. 50 points, 36 rebounds. And don't let nobody fool you. Dennis Rodman is not the greatest rebounder of all time. It's either Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell.
The level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
Yeah, he's a world-class sprinter. Finesse analyzer. You should know because you're a finesse analyzer. You should know about running.
Free throw good.
You're a finesse analyzer.
In recent
So you should know.
Seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year.
Let's go ahead and give some substitutions in here. Look at that, 48. My goodness. All season long, man. I'll stay with this lineup. This game's over anyway. Stay with this lineup.
Balanced player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see him.
Wilt just been too dominant, man.
At a level that's just higher than anyone
Despite the heroics of Giannis.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance.
How is that a foul?
Giannis is a fan favorite.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself.
Antetokounmpo. I want to see this matchup again. Unfortunately, San Francisco's in the Western Conference and Milwaukee's in the East, so we'll probably only play them one more time unless they go to the finals. I would love to see this matchup again. So this has by far been the best matchup against Chamberlain that I've seen.
Free throw good. Giannis.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here.
He looks like John Stockton, doesn't he?
The percentage continues
Kolek
to drop
looks like Stockton
from where it was
to me.
in that first half.
Chamberlain with a screen on Lillard. They get it back.
Oh, man.
Chamberlain, no luck.
Couldn't finish it, though. Too tired.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Lopez outside. Fires
Lopez for 3.
Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
3 points.
Giannis has got 6 assists here tonight.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Now, here's George.
Game, 2 minutes.
Chamberlain down low. Lopez is there. The 11-footer. Chamberlain's shot is off. Bucks trail by 16.
What a steal by Chamberlain.
Stolen by Chamberlain.
Blocked by, oh my God. What an exchange.
Trent
Both these teams hustling. Not watching the score.
Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely.
Blocked by Chamberlain, but they got the foul. Another ticky-tack foul. Guys play good defense. They don't get rewarded.
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has
Haven't seen Brook move that fast.
the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the
Well, he's fresh off the bench, too.
in mind.
And you got to factor in relative to Chamberlain because Chamberlain's tired. Chamberlain's not fresh, and he's doing all this. Imagine when he's fresh and when he moves like, you know what I mean?
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
Well, beats. They went full court press.
Here tonight is one side having everything going for them.
Chamberlain beat him up the court.
Margin of victory for San Francisco.
He does not sit. Crazy. That's how it was in 62.
They started sinking shots.
Mr. Shevel. That's how it was in 62, brother.
And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series.
The whole season's going to be like this.
Sweep the next time they face off.
Clock at 4. San Francisco passing it around. From deep, Ellis.
Thanks, Shevel. Check out the rest. Thanks, man. Check out my Michael Jordan series and my Larry Bird and Magic. It's like that. Like my 1991. Man, let me finish this game. I'll give my whole sales spiel here in a minute. It's too much to explain. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much to explain. I gotta take my time. I'm having fun just like you guys too.
Now here's Trent. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Here comes Wilt.
Just let the clock run out here.
No, couldn't be Giannis. Couldn't be Giannis. I tried to get him to be Giannis. He wouldn't do it. Here we go. Last play of the game. Giannis and Wilt.
Fades back.
Got it. Yeah, Chevrolet. Chevretier. Yeah. I took the 1991 version of Michael Jordan. Exactly. Chevrolet. Boom. Right in his face. Old school. Send that message. Send that message, That baseline fadeaway that he was so famous for. But Chevrolet, yeah, I took the 91 Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
91 Michael Jordan because from Michael Jordan's own words, he said the best that he ever was 1991. And I, after watching a lot of the footage and games 91 in the season as well as the playoffs and in the finals, I got to agree with him. I've seen about as much footage on Michael Jordan as anyone on the planet has. I used to tape the games as a youngster and watch them repeatedly over and over again. I tend to agree with him. Most people say, oh, the 96 Jordan is all because of the 72 and 10 stuff. He's talking strictly about his abilities, his athleticism, his skill set, everything, his stamina, his physical, everything about him was just at its absolute peak in 91. So I took the 91 Jordan. I did the same thing that I'm doing here. And I took Michael, and take a team and build around him the same way I did with Chamberlain, with expansion players from the modern era, with the rules being only one player can be an 85 overall. After that, everybody else that's drafted must be an 80 or lower. If they get better during the season, it happens. And also, trades can happen during the season. If the computer initiates it, we can go to the table and have a look at it. If it works, we'll do it. If not, we'll decline it. But other than that, those are the rules. And that Michael Jordan series is just remarkable. I mean, it was amazing. All I can say is this. it showcased a lot of what MJ. And by the way, too, I chose to use the triangle offense in the season. I used the triangle offense to showcase that it can still be effective even in the modern era. And what you see in the series is that all these teams that play small ball, because of the way Michael was in 91, remember what Michael was? Driving the lane, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, mid-range shots. Not as many post-ups as you will remember. And if you play small ball with that, Michael's going to get a lot of attempts around the basket. So if you're playing small ball, there's no shot blocker. You saw what he was like in the 90s. What do you think he would do today? You know what I'm saying? Like 90, like exactly. That was Air Jordan. That's why I even called it that, Chevrolet Trey. I hope I'm saying Chevelle Tiger. I even called it that. I call it my 1991 Michael Air Jordan series because that's what he was. He was air. It wasn't his airness. The man was in the air more than NASA in those days. I was there. I was a little kid watching it, man. Like dude never came down in 91. In 91, he was just up there, dude. He's just up there. He was just floating on a magic carpet every night. But as we see here, let's go ahead and give Wilt his love and show respect to what he did tonight in this great performance against Giannis and his crew. Giannis and his boys, free throw line, they won that battle. 12 for 30 from downtown by Milwaukee. We only hit 11 from 20. We didn't get the attempts from downtown because they didn't double team Wilt. If you've been watching the series, guys, you know that most of our 3-point shots come off of guys cutting or Wilt Chamberlain, mostly from Wilt Chamberlain double teams and kickouts. They didn't double team. That's why the assists weren't as high. But nonetheless, the points in the paint were the same. We won that battle. We win that battle every single night. No one has outperformed us in the paint yet all season long. The defensive rebounds murdered that stat. Offensive rebounds murdered that stat. But let's take a look at what Wilt did. Let's see what Giannis did first. Let's give love to Giannis. Giannis played great. He played like a man. 27 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks. He went 12 for 24, 50% from the field. So, yeah, he played great. But his plus-minus is a 23. Yikes. Ouch. He had 5 dunks. Wilt had 8 dunks. Wilt's plus-minus is a 63. Insane. Points responsible for it. Excuse me, his plus-minus is a 21. I was about to say. His plus-minus is 21. His points responsible for is 63. Wilt stat line. 48 minutes of play. 55 points. 42 rebounds. Only 3 assists, but he had 9 blocks, though. 25 of 52, so just a little bit under 50%, which is really good because remember, Wilt on the season is shooting 67% for the field. So they did a good job on Wilt. I mean, based on the metrics, he's shooting 67%. They held him to under 50% shooting. Hey, but he still scored 55. That is so Wilt Chamberlain, isn't it? He's always going to get big numbers no matter what. So let's take a look. Let's give Giannis some love and show his highlights. Because Giannis played great. You can't say anything. Look at him. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful finger roll. Beautiful dunk. Scottie Pippen-like type dunk. Yeah, Lonzo played great. Finesse analyzer. Man, Giannis is just a man. He's just a man. Look at that block on Chamberlain, man. Got that rebound off a little bit. Oh, just dunks it right on him. Pull up. Let's give some love to him. Let's take a look at what Lonzo did, like you said. Lonzo with 7 assists, only 1 turnover. Yeah, this team doesn't turn the ball over very much. In my Magic Johnson series, however, Finesse Analyzer, it's interesting because in my Magic Johnson team, remember, all my teams are built around the skill sets of the player that I'm showcasing. So with Magic Johnson, you know what you're going to need from Magic. You're going to need finishers. You need guys that can get out and run, shoot that 3, and finish. We basically play small ball with Magic's team plays small ball. I have Chris Middleton actually starting at center on that team. So they're a really fast, up-tempo team. Also, they have Harrison Barnes on that team as well. That team also features what's his name? One of the Thompson twins. They're both fast as hell. So you already know Magic Johnson and them will just fit like hand in glove in transition. And then you have also at the 2 guard, I forget who was the 2 guard. Oh, I have a kid from used to play in New York, but he's in Toronto now. plays 2 guard. I can't think of his name right now. You'll see if you check out the series. It's on my channel. But Wilt Chamberlain, man, great game. Milwaukee, by far the best. Nightmare in transition. Magic Johnson, go check that series. However, OKC shut them down. Go check out R.J. Barrett. Correct, R.J. Barrett. That's his name, R.J. Barrett. However, OKC shut down Team Showtime in that series. So go check that game out on my channel. Gilgeous Alexander gave Magic Johnson the business. Man, Magic had no answer for Gilgeous, man. And I agree with that. I don't believe that Magic Johnson could guard him off the dribble. There's just no chance. I mean, Magic had trouble with Jeff Hornacek off the dribble in his heyday, okay? He couldn't guard guys like that, so there's no way he's going to be able to guard Gilgeous off the dribble. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But having said that, Magic gave him trouble, too, in the post and around the basket. So it was an interesting matchup. So go check out that video, too, and just check it all out, wherever you guys want. Also, I have my Kobe Bryant series, too. I got my Kobe series that started a couple days ago. And that team is built. Right. OKC is, they're really, really good defensively. And they match up well against Magic's team. So they haven't played Larry's team. Now, Larry's team is built a lot like the way Larry's team was built in the 80s. I have Jalen Duren at the center. At the power forward, I have Bol. Larry Bird's the small forward. So there you go. Think about it. Remember Parrish, McHale, then Bird? Jalen Duren, Bol, then Bird. You got all 3 of those guys are rangy. Bird's 6'9". Bol is like, 7 foot forever. Duren's like, 6'11", 7 foot almost. So you have rangy guys who can really put pressure around the basket, just like Boston did back in the day. Also, I have Fred VanVleet as the point guard. Fred VanVleet, think about Fred VanVleet. Think about, remember Danny Ainge type guy? Dennis Johnson type? Fred VanVleet fits that mold. That's what you would need. You need guys who are scrappy, guys who can get out there and rebound. And also, you need someone who can protect the basket when Larry Bird gets beat off the dribble, because I'm sorry, in the modern era, Bird's going to pay a price defensively, one-on-one. He just is. I love Larry Bird, but he's going to pay a price defensively. And he already has. Like, we had a matchup with a game with Dennis Johnson, get scrappy defender. Yeah, that's Fred VanVleet. That's why I chose Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet and Larry Bird fit together like hand in glove. They would be, if they ever played together, it would be a match made in heaven. Fred VanVleet and Larry Bird are perfect together. Perfect. So that's why I put those 2 on the same team. And that's all there on the series. You can go check all that stuff out. Also, too, like I said, my Kobe Bryant series. The Kobe I haven't spent too much time on. I should get back into that, but that and I play other games like Far Cry. I play other stuff like Far Cry. I do like adventure games like Far Cry and Watch Dogs Legion, and I'm getting ready to do some other stuff. I'm getting ready to do Dying Light pretty soon with zombies. It's gonna be scary. Dude, I'm letting you guys know. When it comes to zombies, I'm a complete pussy. Okay, so the jump scares, I will be screaming. So tune in just for that, to see me go ape shit. All right, because I'm a complete pussy when it comes to jump scares and video games and zombies. I'm a complete pussy. I get scared easily. All right. All that stuff. I can't take it. So I'm a big dude, but hey, size and courage don't go hand in hand. Okay. Size and courage do not go hand in hand, and I have no courage when it comes to dark rooms and zombies and jump scares. So when you see Dying Light, tune into that one if you just want to hear me go ape shit. But other than that, that's pretty much what I got going on. So let's see who the next game coming up. We got who's coming up next for Team Wilt. It's gonna be Houston, and we have a trade offer. Okay, let's see what we got. They are offering Jalen Thompson and Max Strus for Klay Thompson and Tyler Kolek. I don't see the value in that, so I'm declining. I don't see the value. So we have, this is going to be good. Alfred Sherk. Okay, this is going to be a good one. Alfred Şengün and Wilt. Interesting. And Amen Thompson up front in transition. That could be a problem. That'll be interesting, especially if Wilt Chamberlain gets matched up against Amen Thompson on a defense in switches. That could be interesting. What will happen when Wilt Chamberlain draws the matchup with Amen Thompson up front? That will be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, let's take a look at the standings too, also, and see where all the teams are at right now in this particular continuum. Wilt should eat on offense. Yeah, he should. He should eat on. Wilt's gonna eat every night. Let's take a look at the stats. Like Wilt's gonna eat every night. Like even right now, through 20 games played. Excuse me, my bad. Through 20 games played, he's averaging 51 points, 41 rebounds, 8 assists. He's actually averaging a steal a game, which is kind of remarkable. Like, I don't understand how he's pulling that one off. Like, he's a center. Like, how is he averaging a steal? And he's averaging 8 blocks, which is just insane. And he's shooting 66% from the field, despite taking 35 shots a night, because all of his shots are basically around the paint, playing against smaller defenders. You know, he's playing against small ball guys all every single night. No 3-points. He hasn't even taken a 3-pointer. Hasn't even taken one. And why would he? He will never take one. His free throw was 61%, as you would expect. He's a terrible free throw shooter. And his plus minus per game is 27 points per game on his plus minus, which is just absolutely insane. So if you play against Wilt Chamberlain, you're getting your ass kicked 1-on-1. Your stats are going to go down. It's that simple. You're not going to have a good night. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hold on, let's check out the standings real quick in the league out right before I go. I'm getting ready to switch over to a different league. I might bring out Larry Bird or Magic or Kobe coming up here next. I'm gonna switch over to their world and get them going. Or I might go back to MJ in '92. I also have a 1992 Michael Jordan series going on, where I continue from '91, because in '91 we did that and we continued on through that season, off season, and do everything with that in the off season, and continued on into the next year over, which would be 2026, obviously, and that would be Michael Jordan from '92, because he would be 92 at that point in his second season, having gone through NBA training camps in the off season. So you're getting to see Michael Jordan with a better 3-point shot in this one, in that series. So that's pretty interesting. In the second Jordan series, the 3-point shot is more available to him than it was in the '91. So that's a pretty interesting look that I have there. But as you see here in the season, the Golden State Warriors are the number 2 team in the Western Conference. Minnesota's up to number 3. Dallas, this is after the Luka trade, mind you. The Luka trade, they were up here at one point. They just fell off the goddamn map since that trade, dude. They started the season off hot as shit, and now they're since the trade, just complete dog doo-doo. Dog crap. The New York Knicks, as you would expect, they're number 1 in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta Hawks, Pacers, Milwaukee, Cleveland. Surprised Cleveland is a little bit better than that, to be honest. And then Philadelphia, they're down here in the doldrums. But yeah, guys, with that being said, yeah. Coming up next on the Wilt Chamberlain series, it'll be Team Wilt at 19. It's led by Alfred Şengün and Amen Thompson, taking on the indomitable Wilt Chamberlain and his Fantastic Four. His Fantastic Four that he selected to play with them through this campaign. With Paul George as the number 2 player. An aging Paul George, y'all, is the second best player on this team. An aging Paul George. Wow. And they're 19-1 in the modern era. Yikes. So with that being said, guys, like, subscribe, please. If you like what you're seeing, tell people about it. Share the content. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell a few of your enemies. Tell a few of your enemies. Make them into a friend. The only way to kill an enemy is make them your friend. You know. So, yeah, with that, I will see you guys on the next stream coming up here very soon. It'll probably either be a Magic, a Larry, or a Kobe coming up at you soon. So, I will see you guys shortly. Peace.